It's time now for our favorite thing. It's time for the kid hunt.
That's where we go into the audience, and if we bonk you on the head with our screaming yellow bunkers, we want you to come and stand in a straight line right up here.
That's right. So if you get hit on the head like this, that means you're going to be in the show. You come up here. So, we will go. We will go. If we bump you on the head, you'll be in. If it's really cold, I think that it will snow. All right. Wait a second. Everyone take just one step forward. Take a step back. Step up. Step back. Step up. All right. Everybody back up, right? I was wrong. These people are here because they are going to help us with the story. We're going to give each of them an instrument that makes a certain noise, and they will have to make that noise for a certain word in the story, like you. Every time you hear the word snake, I want you to shake that as fast as you can. Ready? Snake.
All right, the next word in the story is the word duck. And every time you hear the word duck, I want you to pull the fat end right there. Duck.
Right. Another word in the story is the word crash. And every time you hear the word crash, I want you to crash that together. Ready? Crash.
Another word is the word ambulance. And every time you hear the word ambulance, I want you to press this black button down and hold, okay? Hold one hand to the door. Ambulance.
Another word is the word car. Every time you hear the word car, I want you to squeeze that horn. Ready? Car.
And another word is the word bus. And every time you hear the word bus, bus.
Now there's one more word in the story, and that's the word time. Every time you in the audience hear the word time, I want you to cluck your tongue 4 times. Here we go. Stop. Try it again. Time. All right, we're going to practice all these. Here we are. Duck. That's good. Earlier today, every time we said duck, that kid went.
Snake.
Crash.
Ambulance.
Car. Car.
Time.
Bus. All right, let the story begin. Once upon a time, there was a snake
And the duck.
We're going in a race to the end of the rainbow to get the pot of gold. Whoever got there first would be rich. The problem is, neither a snake we have more hair now. The problem is, neither a snake nor a duck could go very fast by themselves. So they needed to find a fast way to get to the rainbow in time to get that pot of gold. Now the snake decided that a bus would be the fastest way to the rainbow. So he grabbed onto the bumper of the next bus that came by.
Now the duck saw the snake get on the bumper of the bus and decided she needed some fast wheels too. Just then, a car pulled up right in front of the duck. The duck hopped on the car.
the driver of the bus. Just then, the driver of the bus looked over and saw a dot on the roof of a car.
At the same...
Bonker.
Driver of the car.
At the same moment, the driver of the car looked over and saw a snake and a bumper of a bus.
Both drivers were so surprised, they started swerving all over the road.
The driver of the car swerved to the right and almost crashed into a little old lady. She wasn't very happy about that.
The driver of the bus swerved to the left and almost crashed into a tree named Annie. Luckily, both drivers pulled their vehicles back into the road. In fact, they pulled them so fast that they crashed into each other and the drivers bumped their heads.
Okay. Now a pedestrian saw the car and the bus crash.
It's my favorite part. Do it again.
Now a pedestrian saw the car and the bus crash. And decided to call for help. An ambulance arrived at the scene in no time. The driver of the ambulance got out and got the driver of the car and the driver of the bus onto stretchers and into the ambulance, ready to go to the hospital.
Meanwhile, the snake went over to see if the dog had been hurt when the car and the bus crashed. She went over to see if she had been hurt when the car and the bus crashed. She was all right, so the two of them decided to go watch the ambulance race off to the hospital. But just then, the driver of the ambulance looked over, saw a snake, got scared, and ran away.
Oh no! Who is going to drive the ambulance to the hospital in time to get help for the two crashed drivers?
You know, either a snake or Nora Duck can drive an ambulance without having it crash. Whose kid is this? But after thinking about it for just a short time, they decided if they worked together, they could get the job done.
So the duck climbed onto the steering wheel, and the snake slithered down to the gas pedal. And with the duck steering, and the snake giving power, they managed to race the ambulance toward the hospital.
They swerved around the crashed car.